story has scary themes. So in the website they are saying that it's for best for ages 7 and up. So yeah, I think that you can handle this, guys. So this story has 30 chapters, but I don't know how many of them will be in this session, but I will be doing another video and hopefully posting it on the same day so you can watch rest of it. We'll see what do I do, or am I going to put them all in the one video? We'll see. So I hope that you are all cozy right now and ready to hear a story about a cursed or creepy looking doll. I hope that you are able to relax for the sound of my voice, and I hope that you are all having a fantastic Halloween. So let's start this nightmarish story. Chapter 1. I can't wait! Angel screamed, knocking her mom back with the force of her scream. Angel, I know your birthday is in 2 days, but chill out, please. Angel's mom laughed and picked herself off the floor. Sorry, mom, it's just between 12 and on this day coming and okay, I get it. Her mom laughed. Sorry, mom, are you okay? Angel hugged her mom. I'm just so excited. I wonder what Auntie Sylvia will be bringing me this year. She always brings me cool stuff. Creepy stuff, you mean? Teased her mom, tucking back into her dinner. I like creepy stuff. It's awesome, exclaimed Angel. It was true. Angel was fascinated by creepy stuff, so it was a good thing that she had a pen pal, Jasmine, who lived in Malaysia. Asia was full of super creepy stuff like jumping ghosts and demons that sat on your chest when you were sleeping and stole your breath. Angel loved it all. Yes, well, I just don't crawl into my bed at night when you're scared about something or the other. Angel's mom smiled at her. Mom, I'm too old for that now. Jeez. Angel clucked her tongue in the mock disgust. They laughed together and finished their dinner. sending a little shiver down her spine. Did they flash a little just then? Okay, I get it, Aunt Sylvia. Dolls are creepy and yep, this gal is pretty creepy. She's staring at me like I'm supposed to talk to her or something. This isn't just any doll, Angel. Sit down and listen to her story. Aunt Sylvia patted the couch next to her. Angel sat down and put the doll on the floor next to her. It didn't seem like the type of doll you cuddled. Auntie Sylvia looked down at it. I bought this doll at an old shop at the edge of the town. It's one of those shops that sells things nobody wants until the right person comes along and wants it. You know what I mean? I like to pop in there every once in a while to see what could be waiting for me to find it. When I walked in a few months ago, she was waiting for me. Angel shift uncomfortably. Was she seeing things, or did the annoyed frown just flash on the doll's face? The moment I saw her, I knew I had to get her for you, and when the shopkeeper told me how it came to be there, it was perfect. Tell me, Aunt Sylvia, tell me. Angel started to bounce again in anticipation. She tried to avoid looking at the doll, but couldn't stop sneaking glances at it. Well, the shopkeeper said that she arrived at the shop one morning, and there it was, in a little basket, as if it was a baby. There was a note attached to it. Hang on, it should still be attached. The shopkeeper said she didn't take the note off. She didn't like to touch the doll too much. She even left it in the basket all these years, she said. Where's the basket now? Angel asked, leaning down and waving her hands across the floor, feeling for the note. I took it out of the basket. I knew if I left it in there, you'd really not appreciate it. Aunt Sylvia chuckled. Angel nodded. For sure. A little baby doll. Seriously? She jumped up with a little scrap of paper in her hands. I think this is the note. Read it out loud. I've not read it. I wanted to leave that honor to you, Aunt Sylvia said. Angel unfolded the note and read it out loud to her aunt. She's a naughty girl, and naughty girls get punished. May she learn her lesson, or forever hold her peace. Angel felt a weird wave pass over her. What does that mean? I have no idea, but it's the perfect gift for you. Do you see? Your mom will think I finally got you a normal girly thing, but we'll know better, won't we? Yes, we'll know better. Angel was in a deep thought. There was something about the doll, was as awesome as it was every year. Her next door neighbor had decorated his house up to the max, and we invited them in for the annual terrible tour. It was better than any lame amusement park haunted house. But all Angel could think was about the doll. It made her skin crawl, but she felt kind of sorry for it at the same time. She decided to talk to her girls about it later when they were settled in for the sleepover. Guys, huddle up. Angel pulled her friend's arms as they were sitting together on her bedroom floor later that night. What's up, Angel? You're actually looking kind of white. Were you seriously scared by the terrible tour? Dominic teased. No, it's not that. Look, my aunt Sylvia gave me this really creepy doll for my birthday, and normally you know I love stuff like this. But there's something really weird about this doll. Angel blushed to see their surprised faces, but she went on. I really feel like it's trying to tell me something, she admitted. Like what? Take me to your leader, Brian snorted. Dominic and Brian saw into this creepy stuff, didn't take it too seriously. Tessa, on the other hand, got Angel. Bring it down, let's check it out. If it came from your aunt Sylvia, it's gotta be something interesting, but I don't think she'd given you anything like bad. That's the thing, it's creeping me out, but I'm not feeling bad, just weird. Angel didn't know how to explain it. She took the doll down from the shelf. She's so pretty, said Dominic. Brian went to take the doll from Angel, but Angel stopped. I'm not sure you should touch her. I feel this weird connection to her. Like she'd only like it if I touched her. Wow, okay. You're really affected by her. I can see that, said Brian. Tessa, who'd been quiet the whole time, spoke up. Okay, I take it back. There's something uber creepy about that thing. Could it not be here when we sleep? Then she added, as if it was an afterthought. In fact, if I were you, I'd get rid of it. Aunt Sylvia or no. Angel had a gut feeling, much as it gripped. Angel had a gut feeling as much as it gripped her out. She couldn't just chuck it in the bin. Tessa was right though. Thought they'd never get any sleep with it in her room. She took it out to the garage and put it on her dad's workbench. She almost said sorry to it, but shook her head and chuckled nervously. It's only a doll, Angel. Get it together, she whispered to herself. Then she went back into her friends. Something she should never have done. Chapter 4. The girls had a great time and fell asleep at 4 a.m., but Angel jerked awake at 6 a.m., shaking. She looked around. Her friends seemed okay. She must have had a nightmare, which was not normal for her. She wished she could call Aunt Sylvia. She could have spoken to her about it, but Aunt Sylvia had already gone off on another trip to a new faraway destination. So instead, she took her head as though trying to shake away the scary thoughts, rubbed her eyes, and went back to sleep. When everyone woke up, Angel and her friends decided to go to the mall to distract themselves. They were still pretty disturbed by the doll, and nobody had a great sleep. Then Angel suddenly remembered they would have to go through the garage to get to her mom's car. She stopped short, Tessa banging into her. What's up, Angel? Tessa squealed. The garage sorry, Mama. Sorry. It's just a little joke. I'll come and get it. Her. I don't want to see that thing, shouted Brianna. Okay, you guys. I have to get it back. You guys go wait into the living room, okay? Angel bounded down to the stairs and ran into the garage. Her mom watched her all while, arms folded. Was the doll staring accusingly at her? She called and gingly crept towards it. Angel, you're being extra weird today. I'll chalk it up to not enough sleep. Get going, girl. If you guys want, leave to the mall, Mom said. Angel grabbed the doll, ran upstairs, plonked it down to the shelf, and ran all the way back down. Let's go, she panted. When Angel got home that afternoon, she was nervous. She didn't know what to expect. She had meant it when she told her friends that she didn't feel like it was evil, but it did seem like it had feelings, and her chucking it in the garage the night before might not have been very nice. What if the doll was angry at her? What might it do? What could the doll do in the middle of the night? Angel was so worked up by all her thoughts that when she got back into her room, she gave a little scream to notice that the doll wasn't there. She was sure she had left it on the shelf before going to the mall. It wasn't on the floor under the shelf either. She ran around her room looking for it, just in case she remembered wrongly. Her mind whirled. Had it come alive and run away? Had it come alive and hidden somewhere to pounce on her that night? She freaked out and ran out of the room. She would sleep on the couch tonight. No way she was going back into her room. Then she heard April's voice talking to someone. Who was April talking to? Oh my God, was the doll in there? She rushed into her sister's room, ready to fight the demonic doll. The doll was there, but it wasn't demon or demonic. It was normal. She was already in freak out mode though, and she shrieked and grabbed the doll from her sister. April started to cry. What on earth is going on in here? Angel's mom stormed into April's room. I was trying to fight it. Angel, you know I've got something to do. I was counting on you to play nicely with April so I could finish it. Mom, I'm sorry. I freaked out. I thought. She looked down at the doll. Was she imagining a smirk on its face? You didn't think was what? That's what. You didn't think that's what? Go to your room until dinner time. I was a beast in this house. Got it? Mom. No buts, young lady. Go. There was no point arguing. Angel went to her room and put the doll back on the shelf. When she had calmed down, she figured that since she was stuck in her room until dinner, she'd better get going on her homework. Today was math. She hated that stuff. Too frustrating how hours later, Angel hadn't figured anything out. She stomped down to help her mom with the dinner. They ate mainly in silence until April coughed and snorted peas out of her nose, and Angel and her mom burst out laughing. After that, they chewed what was going on. Then she looked up at the doll on the shelf. Oh, what? The next morning, Angel didn't wait to tell her best friend. Tessa, Tessa, Angel shrieked, running towards her. You're never going to guess what happened last night. You know that homework, Mr. Boo Chaos. Yes, it took me ages to figure it out. I don't even know if I got it right. Tessa rolled her eyes. Yeah, me too. But get this. I gave up on my maths homework after only halfway because I had to have dinner. But then I went back up and tried to finish it. It'd be done. See, Angel pulled out her maths book and showed it to Tessa. Dude, that's your handwriting. Tessa stared at the Angel. Angel could tell her best friend didn't believe her. That's the thing. She tried to continue. I'm 99% sure I didn't. I mean, I was trying like mad to figure it out before dinner. I threw up pages and pages of calculations. But then, after dinner, there they were, finished. Said Tessa. She appeared to be thinking. Eventually, she said, okay, fine. If the doll did do it, how are you sure she's not doing it to make you think she's on your side? Her eyes grew round. And then, when you're relaxed, whack! Tessa whacked her hand into her other fist and then laughed. It made Angel jump. Get a grip, Angel, she whispered firmly to herself. Angel, Tessa, hey. Angel and Tessa turned around and saw Whitney, a friend from their homeroom. Hey guys, I'm having a party this Saturday. Just a small thing to introduce an exchange student who will be staying with us for a month. Can you come? Please, Celia, come. Cool, thanks, Whitney. We'll be there. Angel was happy to have a distraction from the doll. She was so confused. Was Tessa right? Had he done her homework just to get on her good side? Cool, great. See you guys at homeroom. After that, Angel had a terrible week. She couldn't concentrate on her schoolwork. She couldn't sleep. She couldn't eat. All that was running through her mind were questions like, was the doll bad? Was the doll good? Was it helping her or plotting against her? In her head was spinning. Her head was spinning. Bad stuff started happening too. She dropped her homework folder into a puddle and got in trouble with her teacher, who didn't believe her excuse. Her sister got always curious about other cultures. Like your music you guys like here. I'm so happy to hear Imagine Dragons on the radio everywhere here too. You like Imagine Dragons? Get out! They're one of our favorite bands too, Tessa exclaimed. The three of them settled down to talk to, and Angel started to feel normal for the first time since she got into the dorm. But things weren't normal, as she'd soon discover. Even out of sight, the door was still watching her, waiting for something, that strange little smile on its face. Chapter 6. On Monday morning, Angel was in much better mood. Saturday night was the most awesome fun she'd had. Maybe even better than her birthday. She really liked Sam. He seemed cool, and he seemed to like so many of the same things that she did, even books and weird stuff. They had talked all night and said they'd catch up in school. The next day, Angel bounced into the school looking for Tessa and Sam. She found Tessa, but Sam didn't show up before homeroom. The two girls chatted about how the interesting stuff he said. Remember all the stuff he was telling us before the Tower of London? The beheadings and stuff. Cool. The beheadings and stuff. Cool. I'm going to recess more into English history. So many crazy things went on there, Angel enthused. But they didn't see Sam in class either. Whitney was also not there. Class, I need your attention, please. Whoever attended Whitney's party on Saturday, please report to the matron, Angel's teacher announced to the class. Something started niggling at Angel again. Tessa, it's something bad, I know it. The doll. Angel, her friend whispered in reply. Don't start with that stuff. Angel, her friend whispered in reply. Don't start with that doll stuff again. I told you, if it's freaking you out this bad, get rid of it. Your Aunt Sylvia will understand. Seriously, she wouldn't want you to be going nuts. But that didn't sit well with Angel. She shook her head. As they walked to the matron's office, she decided to try talking to the doll when she got home later. She knew it sounded silly, but no one would know, would they? When they got to the office, the matron told them that Whitney and Sam were down with some kind of weird virus, and even she had never heard of it. Alarm bells clanged in Angel's head. Tess, I don't want to hear it, Ang. They were sent home, just in case. When she got home, Angel went straight to the door. Look, I know I haven't been very nice to you, but it's because you're creeping me out. I've got the heebie-jeebies. I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating. I don't know if it's real or not, but I feel like there's something going on with you. I don't think you're evil like Tessa says, but I wish I knew what's the deal. She stopped. What was she doing? Talking to a doll. She was really losing it. She shook her head. Anyway, I want to be friends. I'll try to be nicer to you. But can you quit creeping me out? And if there's other stuff, please. She stopped. She was sure the doll's eyes had flashed again. Suddenly her mood shifted. Okay, deal. She relaxed. Something had changed. She was sure of it. After her strange conversation with the doll, Angel had a great dinner. She found herself which was weird because of the virus alert. Mom, aren't you worried about the virus? I mean, I was at the party too. I'm worried, sure, but I'm pretty sure you protected. I'm worried, sure, but I'm pretty sure you're protected from a lot of things. We eat right, use essential oils, your immunity is strong. I'm not stressing out. Well, according to both Angel and her mom then, things were looking good. After dinner, Angel went up to her room to do her homework. She joked with the doll. Hi, could you help me with my maths again? I hate maths so much. Nah, just kidding. But did she see the doll's mouth turn up a little bit? She smiled back and got down to her homework. It was surprisingly easy. Was the doll actually helping her? Later, she was snuggling into bed. She turned to look at the doll. Can I ask one thing? She said to the doll. If you're really making things happen, can you please help my friends, Whitney and Sam? They're sick with some weird virus, and I'm scared for them. Then she turned over and went to sleep. The doll's mouth turned up even more. A few days passed, and Angel's plan seemed to be working. Maybe the doll was working with her now. Things didn't seem to be going so badly as they were before. Sam and Whitney were still in hospital with the virus, but Angel knew these things took time to get better, and luckily nobody else seemed to have caught it. Then, on Thursday, Whitney's mom called her mom and told her that Sam had been asking to see her. The doctor had cleared it, so on Friday, Angel and Tessa went straight to the hospital from school. Hi Whitney, hi Sam. Oh my god, how are you guys? Angel and Tessa came into the hospital room with a whole bunch of balloons and cards from friends in school. We're contagious, stay away. Who said you could come here? Shrieked Sam, waving them away in alarm. But on seeing their shocked faces, he laughed. Just kidding, guys. Thanks for coming to see us. Yeah, guys, thanks for coming. Whitney rolled her eyes, tilted her head towards Sam. We've been going stir crazy cooped up in here with this joker. Who knew English people would be so hilarious? She drawled in mock English accent. You, my dear little buttercup, appreciate me. I just know it deep down inside. Just joked Sam. He turned to Angel. Fill me on creepy stories, Angel. I've been deprived on my daily dose of creepiness. Angel had the perfect creepy story to tell him, but since it involved him and Whitney, she wasn't sure if she should tell them. Actually, it's been boring few weeks, guys. She crossed her fingers behind her back. I'm also waiting for something to happen. Wait, what about? Tessa began. The weird noises the old lady Hinkley had been hearing in her garden. Angel cut Tessa off. You're right, Tessa. How could I forget? She called the police like 3-4 times now to investigate, but they always told her not to bother them about this stuff. Yeah, Tessa side-eyed Angel. Very weird. Ooh, what do you think it is? A Bigfoot? Sam sat up, very interested. No idea. I don't think Bigfoot hangs out in the neck of the woods, though. Angel said. Anyway, tell us more about creepy stories from England. Angel's mom drove to the was on that night. Oh, I'm supposed to message my mom to check in with her. Tessa jumped up during an ad. Give me a shout if it comes back on. Tessa ran upstairs, but shortly after, Angel heard her scream and run back down the stairs. It moved, Angel. It moved. I swear that thing is possessed. To get it out of the house now before anything bad happens. Angel was shocked but when Tessa actually burst into tears. She bounded up the stairs and into a room, and sure enough, the door was facing the other way. She shrieked, grabbed it, and threw it out the window as hard as she could. The doll had landed on the hedge outside. Its mouth turned into a frown. Chapter 8. Angel was back to being a nervous wreck, not eating, not sleeping, not concentrating on anything. Her mom had been so worried she'd caught the weird virus from Sam and Whitney that she had actually brought her to the doctors for the first time in years. Angel had obviously not told her mom what was up with the doll. Her mom didn't believe in all this stuff. It would be really angry at Aunt Sylvia for filling her head with all this nonsense. As she said many times before, floating through school like a zombie, Angel got a lot of weird stares from everyone. Miss Carmelita, her favorite teacher who taught English literature, asked if she needed to go to the matron. She started wearing hoodies pulled up, cover her face. The one good thing about it all was that the doll was gone. She'd finally buckled up and courage to go check the hedge where the doll had landed. It had vanished. She hoped that the cleaners had picked it up and sent it in incinerator, and not that it had run away by itself. But then, few days later, Angel opened her closet and the doll was there. She was really scared now and pretty convinced that it was evil, rushing to school and freaking out, so she just decided to leave it in the closet until she got home and figured out what to do. She ran into school to look for Tessa, but Tessa wasn't there at their usual meeting spot in front of the lockers. She was really freaking out now. Tessa had always been against the doll, and she was pretty sure that the doll knew it. It had been Tessa who had blown the final alarm bell. To stick with worry, she tried to text Tessa. No answer. The bell rang for a class, and she kept texting throughout the homeroom even though she knew phones weren't allowed in class. Sure enough, Mr. Dobson caught her. Angel, you shouldn't be using phones in class. Please report to the detention after school today. But Mr. Dobson, Tessa might be in trouble. Angel blurted out, panicked. What do you mean? Mr. Dobson gave her a funny look. She knew she couldn't say anything. I'm sorry, Mr. Dobson. I mean, Tessa's not in school today, and I'm worried she might have caught that weird virus Whitney and Sam had. She was going nuts. After detention and being screamed at by her mom, Angel grabbed her phone and frantically tried to reach Tessa again. She tried her cell, her home, her mom. Nothing. She sent her dozens of texts, but Tessa didn't see or reply any of them. She couldn't sleep at night. She had refused to go back into her room, and she had gotten April to bring all her sleeping stuff out to the couch, which had made her mom mad again, but she didn't care. She tossed and turned, stressing her about what happened to Tessa. Shifting and sucking on her blanket, she tried to figure out what had happened to her BFF. She was so freaking out about what the doll would do to her. The next day, Angel ran into school hoping to see Tessa, but there was still no sign of her. Sweating, she ran around the school, searching everywhere for Tessa. The kitchen, the science lab, the English, creative writing class, everywhere. Tessa was nowhere to be seen. At home, freaking out, she tried calling her BFF again, and this time Tessa replied, "Tessa, where have you been? I feel worried sick about you," Angel screamed into her phone. I'm sorry, Angel. My grandma fell and broke her leg. We had to follow Mama over to help her. Sorry, Angel. My grandma fell and broke her leg. We had to follow Mama over to help her because Dad was out of town. I forgot my phone. Did you think the doll had gotten me? Yes. Jeez, don't ever do that to me again. That night, she finally screwed up the courage to look at her into her closet again. Sure enough, the doll was still there, a small frown on its face. I'm sorry what I did. I wish you weren't so creepy. Did you really move? Are you evil? You know what? I kinda wish you could move and talk, so you could tell me what in the world is going on. And then she gave a little scream and dropped it. It had blinked and smiled at her. Chapter 9. Angel slammed the closet door shut. I take that back. I don't want it to come alive. Don't. She slammed the door and ran down the stairs. That's it. I'm getting rid of it. I'm gonna burn it. I don't care if bad luck comes. I've had enough. She calmed down while later though. This was creepy adventure and she always wanted a creepy adventures, right? Now she knew what she had to do. Figure the whole thing out. She would lay low with the doll, pretend to be on its side and talk to it and stuff. She would reach and try to find out more about the doll. There was definitely some history behind it. Was it a magic cursed doll brought to life? Was it cursed person's soul put inside the doll by a witch? This was the stuff she was made for. She got Tessa on the phone. Tessa, I don't know what to do now. It's creepy mystery. It's totally something we read about every time, and we are in the middle of it. We've got to solve it. Tessa was quiet for a long time. I guess you're right, Angel. All this time, I've been freaked out by it. But, yeah, it's something we love freaking ourselves out with. Okay, let's do it. Awesome. I wish you were here tonight, but it's okay. I'll start researching on my own. Come over tomorrow, okay? I'll try. I might have to help with my grandma. Cool. Angel felt a whole lot better now that she had decided what to do. She got online and started reading up on cursed dolls, witches, souls trapped in object. It was uber creepy, but the more she read into souls being trapped, the more it made sense. Maybe that's why she never really felt the doll was evil. Maybe it's just trapped soul trying to get out and back to its own life. She went to the closet and took a deep breath. She opened it up and all her clothes were neatly folded and arranged. Shirts on the shirts pile, shorts on the shorts pile, dresses, skirts, jeans hung up. She smiled down at the door. Hey, thanks for helping. First my homework, now my clothes. I could get used to having a friend do all here. Angel grabbed the tissue and dabbled at the doll's face. She picked it up and gave it a cuddle. It didn't feel weird anymore. It's okay, I'm your friend. I'll try my best to help you. And my BFF too. We'll get to the bottom of this. I wish you could talk. That would really help us along. I know. Maybe I can ask you a question that you can give me a sign for yes and a sign for no. Can you blink one for yes and twice for no? She nearly dropped the doll when it blinked once. She shook her head and held on. Okay, great, we can talk, kind of. So, are you a doll cursed to come to life? Or are you a soul trapped into a doll? The doll didn't respond. Oh yes, sorry. Are you a doll cursed to come to life? The doll blinked twice. So you are a soul trapped inside of the doll. The doll blinked once. But whose soul? How am I going to find that out? She mulled it over. I know I'll research into people who have disappeared. But there must be millions. Where am I supposed to start? Can you help me? The doll did nothing. I guess I will have to figure it out in the morning. Can you wait? The doll blinked once. Chapter 10. Angel could barely sleep that night from the excitement of it all. She knew she was on the right track. The problem was, how on earth was she going to find out exactly whose soul was trapped inside of the doll? She figured she could ask the doll about each and every missing person she could find out about, but that would take ages. She didn't want to go to the school the next day. She needed to get cracking on the case, but she knew her mom wouldn't have any of it. Hey, Angel greeted the doll before leaving for school. I have to go to the school. I try to do some research during my free period. Okay, hopefully I'll find something. The doll didn't reply. In school, Angel rushed to Tessa. Tessa, you'll never guess what happened last night. Hey Angel, you look a whole lot better today. Awesome. Tessa hugged Angel. That's because I finally figured out something and I think I can really do something about the doll. Listen, after we talked, I did a ton of research about cursed dolls and souls being trapped inside of objects, and I found a way to talk to the doll. Angel was breathless with excitement. It spoke to you. Tessa's eyes were wide. Well, no, but I told it to blink it for once for yes and twice for no. I asked it if it had been cursed to come to life, and it blinked twice for no. Then I asked if it was a soul trapped inside of the doll. It blinked once. It's a soul trapped inside of the doll. So now all I have to do is find out whose. Angel sighed. That's toughy. Yeah, there could be millions of possibilities. Where are we gonna start? Tessa mused. You're gonna help me? The angel grabbed Tessa. further into Megan's story. Angel was all but convinced that it was Megan's soul in the doll. But how? What was the story behind it? Get this, Tessa. Megan was 12, just like us, when she disappeared. Angel showed Tessa the newspaper article about the disappearance. Yeah, and she was also into all the creepy stuff that we like to. Tessa read from another article she was reading about Megan. I think I've got it, Tessa. Angel jumped up. A few people turned around and looked at her, and she quieted down. I can't wait to get home to ask her. Chapter 11. Angel ran into the house and up the stairs. She ripped the closet door open, but Megan, she started to think of the doll as Megan, wasn't there. Panicked, she ripped around the room, looking for it, throwing the covers on her bed back, pulling all her drawers open, even scrambling under the bed. Megan was nowhere to be found. April, if you've taken the doll again, I'll kill you, she screamed as she bounded into her sister's room. Her sister started to cry. April, no take, she sobbed, and Angel's mom ran into the room too. Angel, you're grounded. Calm your sister down. I don't have time for this. Her mom stormed out of the room. April, I'm sorry. Angel hugged her sister. Her brain is still frying. Where was Megan? But are you sure you didn't take it? Just play. I won't get mad if you did. Just tell me where it is. April, no take. April sniffed and hiccuped. Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I'll play with you later. I just need to find my doll. Okay? Angel hugged her sister again. Okay. April's face brightened up. Angel tore around the house looking for Megan, but she was nowhere to be found. She collapsed onto her bed. She had no idea what to do. How was she going to have Megan if she has vanished? Later that evening, as she was helping her mom with the dinner, Angel asked, Mom, did you see the doll that Aunt Sylvia gave me for my birthday? It's gone missing. Oh, that's why you were tearing around the house and screaming at your sister. I saw it on the closet floor along with a bunch of your old clothes and toys, so I thought you wanted to donate it away. Remember the school charity drive asking for old clothes and toys? I gathered everything to send it in today. Mom, Aunt Sylvia gave it to me. How could you think I'd give it away? Well, honestly, honey, I figured that you didn't want it anymore. You've been acting very weird since you got it, and to be honest, I was glad you decided to give it away. Mom, Angel didn't know what to do. Call them now and ask it for back. I need it. Oh, you'll just have to ask them tomorrow when you go to the school, honey. Angel's head started to pound. Would Megan think she abandoned her again? Would she be sad or angry? Would bad stuff start happening again? She was back to not being able to concentrate, and that night she couldn't fall asleep. Just as she was finally falling off to sleep, Angel heard a tapping sound. She jerked out of half a dream and stared around wildly. Where was that sound coming from? She suddenly realized it was coming from the window. What the? She ran to the window and pulled the curtains open. Megan was standing right there on the edge. She ripped the window open and Megan climbed in. Climbed with her own little doll legs and arms like an agile plastic spider. Megan, you came back. whose house? The little doll turned its eyes to Angel, and her face, though fixed, seemed sorrowful. I was always fascinated by things that made my skin crawl. Creepy stuff, just like me. Yes, I think we have a lot in common. I heard about a woman who lived on the outskirts of town. She was rumored to have powers. A witch. Cool. Well, I wasn't done to say that word in those days, said the little doll, still looking with that curious, sober face. People said it would bring bad luck, but yes, it was said that anyone who got on her bad side would end up with bad luck, or worse. Being curious, I had to investigate. The little doll paused as through to collect her thoughts. Angel waited. I went out to the woman's house on Sunday. I just wanted to see what she looked like. Maybe see her doing something out of the ordinary. I didn't want to disturb her or cause any trouble, though. I promise. I just approached the house and peeped in through the window. The lady was cooking something. I couldn't see what. I could smell rosemary. She stirred and stirred. I would have done anything to see what was in that pot. It was just normal pot, just like my mother used at home to make spaghetti sauce. But who knew what she was cooking? I wasn't sure. Suddenly, she turned and looked straight at me. I froze. I could feel her eyes boring into me. I felt something strange happening inside of me, and suddenly I unfroze and ran. I ran all the way home and hid under my covers. I was shaking like a leaf, so frightened I refused to come out. I spent the next few days in bed, and everyone assumed I was sick. You mean you didn't turn into doll straight away? Angel felt like a doll herself. She was rooted onto the spot, fascinated. No, I was just scared. I didn't feel anything happening to me at all. Angel felt relieved, though she knew the story was bound to turn out badly. She was surprised to feel how much she was investing in the story, how vividly she could picture Megan's story. She felt like she was the one who had seen the old woman stirring that pot and then gazing at her so strangely. But then, on the third day after she had seen me, said the doll, I woke up in a strange place I had never seen before. I went to bed as usual the night before, and I have no idea how it happened, but I was in some kind of shop. I worked out soon enough that it was an antique shop. I looked around and everything seemed bigger to me. I thought the strange lady had made me sick after all, and that I was hallucinating. But after a while of walking around the shop, I realized it was real and something awful had happened. I finally looked in the mirror and I was shocked. The doll was staring back at me. The doll looked like me. Her pretty face was so shiny and fixed that it all seemed to glisten with tears. I guess I've been in that antique shop ever since. She rounded off sadly. That's terrible. You ever saw your family again? Angel felt so bad for Megan. She could feel her tears perking her eyelids. No, never again. Megan put her head down and started to sob. Her stiff little body shook. Angel held her until she calmed down. I saw in the articles about you that your family never stopped looking for you. She told the doll. Your sister especially never gave up. Angel tried to remember more from the articles. she was still alive, was there a chance that she would change the poor Megan back? Chapter 13. Angel smuggled Megan into the school in her backpack. Megan wasn't sure she wanted to do it. She didn't want the memories to make her even more sad than she already was, but Angel thought it might actually make her feel better to share her stories of the good times she'd had in school. Everything looks same, Megan exclaimed quietly as she sat half in, half out of Angel's backpack. Well, nearly everything. The wallpaper is different, and oh, that whole wing wasn't there when I was here. Yep, I think the West Wing was added 10 years ago. It's our performing arts center where we do drama, music, and film stuff. Angel realized she was actually quite proud of the school. Film, Megan exclaimed. You make films here. It doesn't look like a large enough space. Well, anything and everything can be filmed. You don't need a big space, really. Things have really changed, Megan said sadly. Angel wanted to cheer her new friend up. Oh hey, tell me about your friends. What did you guys like to do together? What sports did you play? Friends? Well, I didn't have many friends, to be honest, because not many people understood why I was interested in creepy stuff, you know, you called it. I had just one very close friend who had the same interests as me. Her name was Jilly. We did everything together. She was supposed to come with me that day to the old lady's house, but she was sick. Lucky for her, she said regretfully. So you guys investigated creepy stuff together? Just like me and Tessa. Tessa is my BFF. She's not here today. She had to go to help her grandma out. She was one of the reasons I was so worried about you being evil. Last weekend she vanished. I couldn't get her on the phone. She wasn't replying to my texts. I thought you had done something to her. As soon as the words came out of Angel's mouth, she regretted them. Angel thought that she felt the doll's shit stiffen, but then Megan said gently, Don't worry, Angel. I understand why you thought that. Angel breathed a sigh of relief. BFF means best friends forever, Angel added, realizing that she might have used that phrase so many years ago. Then she decided to change the subject altogether. What was your favorite subject in school? My favorite subject? I loved English literature. Aside from being fascinated by strange things, I loved to read and write strange stories. Angel clapped. Me too. Wow, we are so alike. It's creepy. She laughed. The bell rang and Angel went to the homeroom. She kept getting weird looks from everyone, even the teachers, but she figured it was because she was carrying a really realistic looking doll, and she supposed at her age it was a little strange. During lunchtime, Angel was walking down the corridor to the cafeteria when Mrs. Carmelita walked by and did double take. Angel, I mean, what's that in your backpack? The teacher blurted out. It's just a doll, Mrs. K. It seems to be bothering everyone. Should I put it into my locker? Angel definitely didn't want it to take it away. No, there's no need. It's just that Mrs. Carmelita seemed flustered, which Angel had never seen happen. Angel, did you know that your doll resembles Megan, the girl who we held a vigil for that assembly? I know, that's why I brought her. I mean it to school to show my friends. It was weird when we saw the slideshow of Megan. I thought to myself, oh wow, she looks exactly like my doll. Angel knew she was babbling and forced herself to stop. Mrs. Carmelita looked at Angel and then the doll for uncomfortably long time. My dear, why did you say her? strange in Mrs. K's voice. Chapter 14. As soon as Mrs. Carmelita walked away, Megan tugged at Angel's hair and whispered urgently, "That's chilly." Angel spun around, forgetting that A, she was in the middle of the school hall, and B, she was talking to someone in her backpack. What? What do you mean that's chilly? That teacher you were talking to, Mrs. K, you called her. That's my best friend when we were in school together. K stands for Carmelita, right? Chilly Carmelita. Megan sounded so happy Angel didn't want to say anything to upset her. But she knew how weird this was going to be. I can't believe Chilly's right there, here. Megan sounded over the moon. She became a teacher. That's just like she wanted. And of course she is teaching English literature. She loved reading and writing. What did you want to become? Angel was curious. I wanted to become a writer, to put all the strange stories I had in my mind down on paper, said Megan dreamily. After investigating the old lady, I had planned to build a story around it. I guess I became the story instead. Angel could have a smile at that. Well, this is cool. You're going to see your BFF for the first time in a long time. Angel knocked on the Mrs. Carmelita's classroom door after school. She was bursting with curiosity about how it would play out. Would she tell Mrs. K? Reveal Megan. She actually wanted to, but was worried Miss K would think that she was going crazy. Miss K was cool most of the time, and Megan did say she was into creepy stuff when she was young, but she was old now, and that could have changed. Come in, Angel, Mrs. Carmelita called from her desk. Sit down, my dear. Noticing Angel's worried face, she smiled. Don't worry, Angel, you're not in any trouble. I just wanted to find out more about your doll. It really gave me a shock when I saw it this morning. You know, it really does look like Megan. Angel decided to take a chance. Mrs. K, did you know Megan? I think she was the same age as you when you were in school together or something. Mrs. Carmelita sighed. Yes, we were schoolmates here. As a matter of fact, we were the best of friends. Wow, tell me more. Angel felt Megan twitch in her backpack. May I request something, dear? Could you put the doll on the table, please? I would very much like to look at it. Mrs. K almost sounded awkward. Sure. Angel took her backpack off and put it on the table and gently took Megan out. My, the resemble is uncanny, Miss Carmelita whispered, staring at Megan. Megan, So she cursed her and put her soul into a doll. At that doll, Miss Carmelita looked back at the room where they have left Megan. Yes, Angel confirmed. When Megan's soul was sent into the doll, it started to look more and more like her as time passed, but nobody noticed because she was stuck in an antique shop. How did she come to be with you? Miss Carmelita said, still sounding stunned. My aunt happened to walk into an antique shop and saw her. She bought her for my birthday. She's the one who kind of got me into creepy things. So every year I can't wait to see what gift she'll find for me. Angel looked down. I wish Aunt Sylvia was here. She'd know what to do. I was supposed to go with Megan to that woman's house. Miss Carmelita thought out loud. Imagine what would have happened if I had. You would have an entirely different English literature teacher, and I would have ended up a doll, just like Megan. She shuddered. Poor Megan, she must have been terrified and all alone. I should have been there for her. She put her head down and whimpered her eyes. Megan sniffed too. Mrs. K, I know it's freaky, believe me. It took me a long time to relax into the idea, but I think Megan wants to talk to you like you guys used to. Would you be okay doing that? Mrs. Carmelita's eyes stared up even more. Yes, I like that. Please give me a moment to compose myself. She dabbed at her eyes with a handkerchief and then finally stood up. They went back in the room together. Mrs. Carmelita took Megan in her hands and hugged her. Megan, my best friend, she cried. Chilly. Megan's eyes lit up. I've been waiting for you for so long to talk to you again. I wasn't even sure if I would ever have the chance again. It was funny, but as Miss Carmelita spoke with Megan, she lost all traces of teacher in her voice and sounded like a young girl again, animated, talking with her friend. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, Megan. I should have been there. You should have waited for me. Miss Carmelita's eyes stared up again. Chilly, you know me. I wouldn't have waited for the world once I got wind of something. I'm just happy to see you again. Megan, you know your sister never gave up looking for you, Miss Carmelita told her. Yes, I know. Angel showed me articles. Thank goodness for Angel. Megan turned to Angel. Thank you for keeping me looking for a little deeper below the surface. I'm so lucky to have your help. Angel blushed. Oh, I wasn't always very nice to you, Megan. Sending you to the garage, then the charity bin. How could you have known? I don't hold it against you, Megan laughed. Angel blushed deeper. I'm glad to hear that. But what do we do now? I mean, you don't want to be stuck in a doll anymore, do you? Megan shook her head violently. Miss Carmelita suddenly sat up. Megan, I've read something on this before. Curse dolls. The only way to break the curse is for the original person who placed it to lift it. Angel shook her head. Mrs. K, I already thought of that. But surely the old lady who did this to Megan is already has already passed away. Miss Carmelita sighed. That's most likely the case. Oh dear, what can we do? I researched into it, Angel said resolutely. Don't worry, Megan, I'll try my best. As will I, chimed in Mrs. K. Angel left the two old friends to catch up. She meant what she had said. But where would she start? Okay, so those are 15 chapters out of 30, so we are halfway there. I am very interested about this story, and I am entertained, even though it is meant for children over 7 years old. I am still pretty entertained about this story. So I will be posting rest of the chapters as soon as I can. But for now, I hope that you are having a fantastic time and fantastic Halloween, and stay safe, and yeah, let's get spooky.